Spoiler. Hey, all you Groot maniacs out there. Today we're going to be talking about Groot. Obviously, come on, try to get with the program, people. We're talking about Groot. Why did I have to tell you that? Well, I guess I didn't. I just volunteered it, but still, get with the program. I'm blaming you for all of my problems. So, the origin of Groot is rather interesting. Before Marvel Comics was known as a superhero comic book, they actually were a monster comic book. They would put out stories that were about monsters, and one of their monsters was Groot. Groot came from another planet, Planet X, and he was trying to investigate people to study them, abducting them to study them, and he was eventually killed with termites. But as we know, from those of you who have seen a certain movie, shall we say, Groot has the ability to come back from the dead, and he regrew. This is kind of a really fun fact because Groot was actually in Marvel Comics continuity in 1960, which predates Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Thor, Doctor Strange. All these guys, only characters like Namor, Captain America, the original Human Torch, come before Groot, which is a really fun fact. It's kind of pre-Silver Age, which is really fun. Now, in 2006, he joined the Howling Commandos. They brought him back, and the Howling Commandos was a superhero team led by Nick Fury, where they did paranormal investigations type things. And then, in the Annihilation crossover event, which is a Annihilus from the Negative Zone, tried to take over the 616 universe, or the Positive Zone. He joined the Guardians of the Galaxy team, and he's been with them ever since. His abilities is that he can come back from the dead, obviously. He's very strong, very robust. He was destroyed by the Hulk at one point, so that's a limitation to his power. He can control trees in his classic form, although he hasn't been able to shown this recently. On his home planet, he is a royal. Now, his home planet is Planet X, and his species is Flora colossi. Very, very cool. Now, the most fun part of Groot. I am Groot. What does that mean? What does that mean? What that means is he's trying to say very complex things, but because the larynx of his species, once they're mature, is so heavy, it becomes rigid, and all he can say is, "I am Groot." That's all he can say. So this was verified. This was verified by Jean Grey recently in the comics, and she telepathically connected to him and verified that he has very complex thoughts. In his original form, he actually says things that are complex and fully thought out, fully formed sentences in English, which is very cool. The last thing I'm going to tell you guys about Groot. Groot, his name in Dutch means large, which is very cool. Alright guys, I hope this was informative and a very brief but thorough examination of one of the best characters out there. Thanks guys, tune in again, and stay authoritarian.